So,
Oh yeah,
what's the
I
next
was
season?
looking. I was
Hmm?
looking for this Guilty Gear character. I completely forgot.
Oh, I found it.
Oh, you found it? What's his name again? It's
Oh, I didn't see his name. To be honest, I just saw his
Oh,
picture.
okay.
So, okay. Uh,
Oh,
the
Nagoriyuki.
Goriyuki.
He's cool. He uses like he's got like a blood meter,
Oh, that's
and
wasabi.
he's one of the better characters in the game too. But he's just like I think he's in a like he's a new character. He's not like from past games, brand new character,
Yeah, no, it's the first time I've
and
ever
he's
seen him. That's so cool.
cool as shit. He's like one of the coolest looking ones.
Yeah, one of my favorite ones is like I know. I love her to death.
Mm.
She's my baby.
Oh, the guitar girl.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
I love playing her.
Mm-hmm.
I know her Testament. Testament's pretty fun to play too.
Dude, my favorite character to play is Testament. Something about Testament.
That's very so fun. Yeah, no, I haven't played like I haven't been into Feist too. I haven't been into playing Guilty Gear in such a fucking long time.
I know, but
And so it's
Stephen
like every
King
time I
once
look
wrote
back,
that
it's like so
nightmares
many new
exist
fucking
outside
characters.
of
Like,
logic,
what the
and
fuck
there's
is
little fun to
going
be had in
on?
explanations. They're
Man,
anti.
so many. Jesus. But yeah, it's such a good game. Well, franchise, I should say.
yeah, and it's really pretty too.
Stephen
Oh yeah,
King
hell yeah.
once wrote that nightmares exist outside of logic, and there's little fun to be had in
Like for a
explanations.
2D
They're
game, it's like
antithetical to
really
the
good.
poetry of fear. In a horror story, the victim keeps asking why, but there can be no explanation, and there shouldn't be one. The unanswered mystery is what stays with us the longest, and it's what we'll remember in the end. My name is Alan Wake.
So
I'm a writer.
I am finally convinced that I am going to actually put effort to watch Boruto.
Boruto?
Yeah,
I stopped
because
watching Boruto because it got.
I never
I've always
watched
had a vivid
it.
imagination, but this dream
Is
If
unsettled
that
me.
what?
if you
It
want
was
to watch
wild
it,
and
tell
dark
me if
and
it's any
weird,
good.
even by my
Well,
standards.
alright, they're now in their second half,
So yes,
basically, just like how Shippuden was
and
like
because
Oh,
of the
they're on
dream,
they have
Boruto
the blue
Shippuden.
vertex.
I see.
And holy shit,
falling
Boruto
into the
looks god
typical
tier.
nightmare
And
pattern,
All right.
I was late,
Hopefully,
desperately
hopefully
trying
they.
to
okay.
reach my destination, a lighthouse, for
Hopefully
I
it's
some
good.
mean,
urgent reason
the
I
funny thing
couldn't
was,
remember.
it's like
I've been
I
driving too
was
fast down
never
an
watching the
awful lot
series,
getting
and then
there.
I was just like watching shorts, so every so often. I was like, this is not bad. But then what got like convinced me
I've
was
seen
when
Rage like a
him and
toupee.
Kawaki was like fighting in the movie, and I was like, all right, this actually looks freaking awesome. I was like, now I only want to watch it because I just want to see that part.
He was dead.
So that part, like what started the whole situation.
I was convinced they'd
But
put me
then,
in
I'm
jail
hearing
and I
bits
would
and
never
shit
see
going
Alice
on, and it's like,
again.
all right, I think I'm going to try to put some effort into it, but I want to wait longer to get more because the second half of it, like with Vertex, actually sounds really good so far.
Mm-hmm.
So we'll see. Yeah, because I did like a 3-year skip already with it and all.
Oh wow. Yeah.
Suddenly, his body was gone.
Shippuden.
Exactly.
I was in shock from the
Definitely get the vibe
crash.
of it. So
I
I'm
couldn't even
hoping,
stand my feet.
that's when like more stuff is getting more serious and
Mm-hmm.
better. Because I won't lie to you, when Naruto came out, and as soon as it got announced, like literally after it ended, oh, Naruto's gonna be coming out. It's like I'm exhausted. I didn't
No,
even finish watching the anime.
cause I love
Sick of this.
Naruto.
Yeah. Nah, I was so sick. Like I was so sick of waiting because the anime took forever to finish, and then luckily, as it was supposed to be releasing the new season, final one,
Mm-hmm.
that's when the manga was finished. And I was like, you know what?
I
Fuck
had to
this.
go to
I
the
just
lighthouse.
stopped
I
watching
knew
it,
there was something
and
important
then just
waiting for
read the
me.
manga and just know the ending and continue on my life.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's a couple of shit I need to catch up and watch. So I'm just glad to finally finish Attack on Titans because I was
Yeah,
pissed with
I have to finish
this.
it too. I got
Oh,
mad because of the.
the third part.
Yeah.
You know what? Worth. I so years ago. I don't know if you ever watched X-Men 3, the original, like the first set. So when they came out, and it was
Like
really
the
bad.
first movie.
With Phoenix and that shit, the whole 9 yards of
Oh
and
yeah.
that's yeah. So the thing was, and my argument was back then was
The bridge had
it was really bad
collapsed.
to my opinion,
I'd
and
have to find
they were like,
another
oh,
way
it's
to the
supposed to be like an
lighthouse.
hour so long, but we didn't want to put it that long because people are not gonna watch it. My dude, if people are willing to watch Lord of the fucking Rings,
Yeah.
we can watch X-Men for that long period of time. And so I always say, if you're going to want to make it better and you think you know you need all that time, then do so. Okay,
Yeah.
I was pissed with brain. What call Attack on Titans, and then I watched the part 3. I'm glad they waited. I'm glad they made an extra like part. It's so good near the end of it. So I'm pleased with it. I'm just surprised I didn't get spoiled. That's 2 shows in my life I'm like, I don't know how I got away with murder, especially Game of Thrones. Like I was reading Tumblr and Twitter shit back then, and then I did not know how I got away without not being spoiled of things happening in that shit. But yeah, it was really good, and I was very happy with it. I'm actually gonna try to read the manga because there was some parts of it that they changed.
The manga for Attack on Titan?
Mm-hmm. It's slight changes, but be honest with you, the anime version actually was better. I will say. There were some parts of it, like I was watching a video of, like what the difference changes were.
Oh, they changed some stuff?
Like I said, nothing major. It's like little small things of like conversations and how they handle it, of like some of the order of timeline. But it was better how the anime fixed it basically. It's like have you ever read Tokyo Ghoul?
No, but I heard the anime is different.
Yeah. The anime is different, and I read the manga, and I felt like they did no justice with the damn anime. However, the second half of freaking Tokyo Ghoul anime was actually pretty good. And then the manga, there are moments, but they almost dropped the ball and they brought it back. So,
there's a few animes that are getting dropped, like the ball's being dropped this year.
I'm sad. I'm very sad.
Yeah, it's rough. Luckily, for every ball being dropped, there are some where there's no ball.
Oh, no, that's true. That's definitely true. Actually, one of the ones that they felt like they still did dirty was the Gray Man. Actually, like the Man.
Yeah, I think the one that's coming out right now that's the season's really bad is Blue Lock.
Yeah, I heard of that. I was so sad because I heard the first season was like really good.
Yeah, I heard that too. Oh shit.
Yeah. What's up?
I died. I didn't know I could die.
The only told me was bad too was Tower of God season 2.
Which that's up of them because they were really the meanwhile whatever you pronounce it as was like doing fucking amazing, and yet you think they would. It's Korean, right?
Yeah, it is Korean.
Yeah. Meanwhile, I don't know how they pronounce theirs.
Which one?
No, because you know how Japanese call manga, but what the Korean call theirs? Manhwa?
I think it's manhwa.
Manhwa.
I think it's
Manhwa.
just
Okay. My bad.
I used to read the manhwa before like anime, so.
That was my first exposure to manhwa. Was actually.
I know. What is it? Tower of God, God of High School, and
God of High School, yo! I cannot wait for second season anime because the first season. I'm hoping they would. I'm waiting, man. I'm waiting.
It's been a few years by now, so who knows?
Yeah, God knows.
Another one is solo leveling is also
yeah,
a Korean.
Okay, so I'm actually going to take that back. My first exposure to manhwa was actually a manhwa called The Breaker, which I fucking love that shit to death. It's basically about this kid who gets bullied, like a whole cliche joke, but like the substitute teacher, he got to know him and teach him martial arts, and like there's more to that substitute teacher, and shit got like, it was an insane ride. The second season of it, of the manhwa, was like not that great, I heard, so I'm afraid to continue with it, but they continued the third part of it, and I heard it was really good.
There was no way out.
Who got off, or who got on?
Hold on. Is it Zach?
Zach got off.
No? Oh, he got off. But yeah, The Breaker was the one that I got to manhwa, and then Tower. I always thought it was Tower of God was the first one, but I take that back. It's definitely Breaker. I keep forgetting that Breaker was a manhwa. So, actually, I might reread that again because I missed that. I was just waiting for the whole franchise to finish, so I can buy the manhwa because it's definitely gonna be in my collection.
I can't remember what was my first one.
Yeah, no, Breaker was definitely the one for me, and just so fucking good. But like I said, the season 2 wasn't so grand, sadly.
Follow the light.
Actually, I might reread it. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna reread. There's so many times I'm like, I'm gonna reread this or I'm gonna read this. Cause there's 2 I need to finish. They're older ones called Tenjo Tenjei and. Oh my god. I literally was just thinking about it earlier and then my brain just left me. Air Gear. There we go.
Never heard of those.
Air Gear is really good. There was a creator called, he literally called himself Oh Great. But he, huh?
How'd you spell that?
No.
Oh wait, the creator of like this mangas.
No, like oh, it's a manga.
Yeah, no, the creator, he named himself the Oh Great or something like that. Like OHGREAT, Oh Great.
Like that's his name.
Well, his writing name.
Mm-hmm.
Tenjo Tenjei.
There's no time. I can only show you the most important thing.
Such a good, like, it's a pretty good manga. It was unfortunately one I did stop reading halfway. But Tenjo Tenjei I feel like is like my thing even more. Fucking love Tenjo Tenjei, and then like there's like a plot twist into it which made me even happy because it had something to do with one of my favorite characters, so I was just like, let's go.
I've never read a manga before because I don't like the whole black and white thing.
Oh.
Or like mangas that are like actually like
Colored and everything. No, that's fair. That's fair.
You did it.
For me,
Yeah,
like
no.
I get it when it's like an artistic thing, like they do it in black and white.
Mhm.
But when like everything is in black and white, the
No,
only thing
it's-
that comes to my mind is,
I
like,
think it's
you guys
'cause-
are just lazy, like you just didn't like color it in.
No, I think it's just because they make them weekly, or some people, some
Well, the
stories
mangas
are
make
released.
them weekly too,
Yeah, so like
and they're colored.
I guess I don't
But
know.
the
But
thing
all I
is-
know is
the
that One
thing-
Piece has been going on for like 20 years, and like every week for 20 years sounds like a lot. I wouldn't want to color either.
I was gonna say the thing with manhwa, like you have to understand, especially the ones that we know now today, that was during the time when like digital webtoons and stuff started to become like major.
Yeah.
So to know that they can get away with doing color now and kind of doing something completely different from what like comics are like, that's unfortunately like not comics I would say cliche because you know there are color comics obviously, but yeah no like manhwa and what call it webtoons, they all came around digital art time, and so that's why it was like so much easier for color and shit. Yeah.
Oh, it's because they're digital. That's why.
Yeah, most of the manhwas that you know today are all like were like digital or webtoon comics before they became
Webtoon
like
digital releases.
yeah.
Mangas are like they're actually like drawing it physically.
Well, no, I mean manhwas, even digital
Manga
art,
not
they could
now,
be doing
but,
some
like-
physical
No, but I
too.
mean like on paper they can't use the filter.
Majority,
You know?
yeah.
They can't undo.
On, yeah. So it was that's why. That's one of the reasons. I wouldn't say it's the overall reason, but yeah, no nah, that's an understandable reason of it so forth. But it's the same thing because I guarantee you, my man, like some of the shit's really good out there.
I mean,
Oh no, I bet.
Yeah.
there are like what is it? Like Japan has like regular books that have no pictures if you want to read those.
No, like your novels and stuff like that.
Yeah,
There's some good
holy
extra side
shit.
stories.
Just
What,
got
he died again.
bodied. Yeah.
Yeah. There's actually a couple of the novels I do want to catch up and read in some of the for mangas. Like one of them is actually for Naruto, because you know they did like some like the characters. The Shikamaru one is definitely one I want to read. He's one of my favorite characters in Naruto.
Yeah, I love Shikamaru.
Yeah, I fucking love him. And what call it? I actually like his character. So there was one for him, and you know I think they did like 6 books. Base him, Sakura, what's his name? Kakashi. I forgot the other 3. I think one was the other one for Sasuke, and forgot the 2 other than
Rock Lee.
both. I think so. I wouldn't be surprised. But there's so much stuff out there, just so little time.
I know.
collecting, because like, good example, Tokyo Ghoul has like really cool art books, illustrating art books. I have the first half, and then they came out with another one, and I've been meaning to get it, and I don't have space. I have not bought. I was able to buy mangas and stuff in such a long time because I don't have space for it.
Yeah, that's the one thing about I mean, I prefer reading books physically, but
Yeah.
it does take up space. Like, I don't want to get a
Well,
Kindle.
well, the sad part is like part of me hesitate to buy mangas like as a release was because of Were you familiar with Tokyo Pop?
No.
So Tokyo Pop was actually it is, I shouldn't say like it's gone. It is still around, but it's just only in Japan, Germany, and like international more like I should say. They had an American portion of it and came out fucking success that I thought. I don't know what happened. I really read up and see why. So back in like I think the early thousands and so forth, they decided unfortunately to end the American portion of Tokyo Pop, and that sucked ass because wherever they left off on mangas, that was it. So one of the good examples to this day that still scares shit out of me, like I'm glad I didn't commit to it. I was about to was Rave Master.
Oh yeah.
So Rave Master managed when Tokyo Pop ended the American portion of the company to volume 21. They were 2 or 3 more volumes away from ending the fucking series.
Bro, all they have to do is just wait.
I was salty when I heard about the news about it because there's a couple of mangas I have right now never finished.
That
and,
sucks. Yeah, I think I would only collect like if I knew it was gonna be finished.
That's why I mean it just.
Like your games.
Huh?
You know, I'm saying like Kevin's games.
Yeah.
Not touching that one. I can't touch it. I got so many games on there. I'm looking and it's like, oh, I have this. But yeah, no, I've the bright side is I did not really bought most of the mangas because my friend was getting rid of some of them and she had a lot too, so she ended up giving to me.
Cheer up, handsome.
But there were some that I actually put effort in, and there were like some that didn't finish. But Rave Master fortunately did finish with under Del Rey or whatever the name of the company, or Raydell or something like that. That publishing company, they finished with them, and but it was like 5 years later. So ever since then, I mean, I was already a binge watcher slash reader anyway, so it's just like ever since then, it just like made me double down on like, you know, I'll wait till the whole thing is done. If it's good and I like it and it had a whole complete series, I will definitely buy it. Like, Naruto is definitely one of them.
Yeah, I want the
Tokyo
whole
Ghoul.
of Naruto, but I know that's gonna be expensive. And then
Oh yeah. Well, you
another
can
one
always
that's
get like the
expensive
box
is
sets, like the first
yeah, the
parts.
box set.
Let's
was
act
it
like
the
we're
whole
on
of One Piece is also gonna be tough.
Oh yeah,
and
that's definitely gonna be on
up-
my list when it comes out.
Berserk also.
I'll even give you a title for
That
the
is,
shot.
that's gonna be a pain in the ass for a bit.
Moments before you
Yeah.
get eaten by a bear.
And not only that, because the volumes of Berserk are much bigger. They're big.
Yeah. Yeah. But there's a couple out there that Monster. I definitely want the
Before he missed the shot.
whole set for Monster. But yeah, there's a lot out there that's already completed. I want, but yet again, space. I have like literally 2 or 3 like big ass containers of mangas right there, and I take a drawer in my room of shit like that. So. I'm not about that life right now. I can't afford it. Especially the prices went up. They went from like like $9 to $10 to like $12, $15 for a fucking manga.
Inflation, alright?
Huh?
Inflation, am I right? Everything feels so expensive now.
I know it's stupid expensive, but then the thing is, like, we have to come to terms, especially here in Florida versus like fucking Hawaii or LA, especially food for fucking sakes. The prices for the shit they have to buy is just insane.
It's actually not that bad when I compare it to LA. Oh, that was fucking insane.
Yeah, no,
Nah,
exactly.
I
Movie
heard
tickets,
LA is
housing.
expensive.
It is
LA,
stupid expensive.
I think it's New York, LA, and then Florida is like the top 3 most expensive
No,
places to live.
Washington. Like,
Really?
see, like Washington. What did
DC or
Washington do?
state?
State.
Mm.
I don't know, because I've noticed some part in nearby. And you know what? I would say also cities like San Francisco, for example, just
Yeah.
unholiness. But yeah, no.
Very nice.
To me, I feel like we're still fine. It's bad, but it's just the sad part of knowing like other places are just much worse than we are, and it just always it's like a reminder. It's like I need to shut the fuck up.
Yeah, but we are like up there.
No,
I mean, actually,
we are up there.
We just got here.
Say
Huh?
again?
We can still complain. It's
No,
it's
I
not like great.
think we can still complain. We're in Florida.
I mean, that's what us Floridians do. We fucking complain.
Yeah, and we can complain about complaining.
I mean, facts.
Just settling in.
It's like, you know what I hate? I hate the fact that I'm complaining. But yeah,
There
no.
are some states where you deserve to complain. There's some states where there's not much to complain about. Like
I mean,
the states in the middle of nowhere where nothing happens.
wait, where?
And I feel like there's nothing wrong with Wisconsin except that there's nothing there. There's nothing there to complain about, but there's also nothing there to do. So.
Alan, we're
See the unfortunate the West Shore. Oh Lord, no.
It's funny.
Every state's gonna have this fucking problem. Let's just put it that way.
Florida's
We need to
up
stop
there
at the local
for sure.
diner to
Well,
get
it's funny though because there's moments people's like, yeah, just move here. I just look at them. Why?
Oh, I'm so sorry.
It's not even
And it-
that bad if you consider like Florida is I think in either first or second place of states where people are moving to the most.
Yeah,
Oh, you know,
people,
right now it's
people
like
are
Texas
moving
is-
here a lot. I
Texas,
think
like,
it's because it's warm,
unfortunately.
right?
No,
That's
it's because
true.
there's like job
Old-
opportunities and there's
I heard it's because
cheaper
old.
than other
I've
other
forgotten there were
states.
still places like this.
Really? I heard it was because
Well, yeah,
like
it's-
old
if you-
people
you
get
say-
cold,
Welcome to the Oh Dear Diner.
so they
Well,
want to come.
that's for the old people.
Yeah.
But that's always been like that. Now it's just regular
Well-
people moving here.
Yeah, international, younger, like millennials from and like
Even like at the hotel
who
when I
are-
worked there,
I'm looking for Mr. Stuckey.
90% of the people that work there were from New York.
Of course, Mr.
I'm not surprised.
He must have gone to visit the
I'm not
Well, yeah,
surprised
'cause,
at all,
like-
to be honest with you.
I feel like New York is like the opposite. There's like no opportunities there because everything's over full.
It's cutthroat. I can only imagine.
No, it's more as in like everything is extremely expensive. You pay
Yeah.
a shit in the taxes, and you live in a shithole place full of
Listen,
like crime.
the whole thing with the state taxes when they told me about that shit, especially one of the people I met, he's actually from New Jersey though, but like when he told me about state taxes and how much it took out of one of his fucking checks, I'm like, oh my god, that's
That's all,
disgusting.
like, it's not that bad right here. I mean, it's not
Dude.
good, but it's not bad.
Mm.
Dude, I don't want to come to terms that I'm gonna have to live in fucking Florida the rest of my life.
I'm having a conversation with
I mean,
I'm
I
just
don't.
saying.
I mean,
It could be worse.
could be
No,
worse.
you're not wrong. You're so not wrong. Like I said, I have to be reminded at times that you know what, where I'm at, it's not as bad as other places, but
Mm.
still.
Yeah.
Oh Lord.
Like, literally, the only bad things I can really say about this place, it's for me personally, I don't like the weather. Too hot,
It's so hot.
and it's
That I can do with,
expensive,
do.
like real estate wise.
Yes.
What is it?
That's why I like complain is real estate. Really, real estate is
Oh,
just
yeah.
my biggest
It's
problem with this
so
fucking
expensive.
place.
That's because everyone's moving over here. If they
Yeah.
weren't moving over here, it wouldn't be that bad.
Yeah, and they're trying to accommodate, but it's just so damning because the place that I'm growing up in, like Fort Lauderdale, city of Fort Lauderdale, to me is just sucks ass because every fucking corner I go now, you see a high rise. It just looks so
Nah, I hate.
Yeah,
displeasing.
'cause people are
I hate
moving
the
here.
city.
They have to expand everything so that they can, accommodate everyone.
No, and I get that, but it's just so disgusting. And then on top of that, the people who do come here, half the time is not people who can afford those fucking places. First off, you know, some of these places are ridiculously priced. It's like the one that's
No,
like
no,
right
no,
across
no,
my house.
no.
Like where I can
You know
walk
what it is?
now.
It's expensive, so like rich people come here, but then the
Yeah,
people that
no.
live here can't afford it.
The unfortunates. Yeah, because it's like a studio. I used to remember studios would be like a couple $100 a month or so for like $500. A fucking studio now is like almost 900 to 1,000. Like my friend,
Yeah.
when I was helping him out, was like his fucking rent was going up to $1,400 for a fucking studio. Are you kidding me? and then like a single bedroom is like 1,800 or 2,000 if you want to go a little spicy with a fucking gay community area, and it's just bonkers. Even renting a house, you're better off renting a house, but then yet again, you gotta, if you run with the home association, you gotta be careful with that fucking shit, cause that's a whole different beast of can of
Yeah,
worms.
I think that's why the twins' parents are leaving because of the
Oh
neighborhood.
no, yeah, the way that neighborhood are treating them so far is just stupid,
I don't,
stupid.
I don't even know like what happened. Is it just the HOA being shitty or?
Part of it was the HOA in the company because every time they're trying to fix like, I think the mom had a situation of trying to get a permanent like thing to get in so she can don't have to worry to get in so forth. The twins, one of them, and it's the way they're handling it. The security people's like, oh, you have to go to HOA. HOA is saying, oh, you gotta go to security. It's like
Oh great.
lack of communication.
One
It's
of those.
stupid
I hate that.
shit. And when the problem got fixed, they thought was not the case, and then the way they treat him when in the gate is just. I remember I forgot. I think it was Connor. He was like really salty because they had to wait for a good minute to let them in.
That's annoying. They live there.
When the people the people knew who they were, so they're just being fucking assholes about it. How they're handling it. No,
I
like
hate HOAs. I get the
No.
whole purpose, but I hate them.
No, they're
but
so
the sad part is
cringe.
they're not even using it the purpose that they're supposed to be doing in the first place. Because I was watching a deep dive on some information about like HOAs, and the funny part is they're not saving as much as the money they're supposed to get the stuff done, so the city don't have to do it.
No, for me, what HOAs are meant to do is more as in like, let's say you own a house, and then your neighbor decides to not take care of his garden, like the house looks all trashed. It's gonna bring down the price of your property because you live next to that shithole. So that's why HOAs are there for.
Yeah,
So that,
it's just that
like,
a
at least
lot of the
every
time
house
they're just
looks
annoying.
nice, so
No,
that
yeah.
it doesn't bring the property prices down.
But
Yeah.
they're
The thing
not.
is, they can be like, since you give them that power, now most of the time it goes to their head and they're like,
Yeah.
oh, like
flashlights, just in case.
they think they're like the president or something. It's like, I'm gonna, you know what, like I don't like
Yeah,
that
for
you
real.
paint your house like this color, like let me like change it or I'm gonna.
Yeah, the rules are very restricted so far, but also they're in charge of what's supposed to be fixed in the neighborhood, that's including the streets and all that stuff. Because even cities don't have to do that anymore. But then, of course, they fuck up on that and they hope the city will help when that's not gonna happen.
This would make a wonderful
And now
That's
this,
some places here, at least in Western Hills, they take care of that shit like
Yeah.
really well.
Okay.
which is good.
Every year I see them like they hire like companies to clean like the lamppost and switch all the concrete slabs that was like broke.
Which is really good because I've seen the bad side of mostly. I've never seen like rarely like the good side of parts of HOA. Hell, I was at the condominium at my job when I was working there. Like I just already saw close hand. Actually, they are one of the main reasons why I left HOA. The people, the president especially, she was a very stressful, miserable woman.
Yeah,
And
I only ever
just
hear
don't wanna
bad
be
things
about
about
that life.
HOA. I never hear anything good about them. I mean, I'm sure there's stuff that they do that's good, but it's overshadowed by just nobody likes them.
All the bad things.
Yeah.
Yeah, but the Weston, be honest with you, Carlos, like Weston, actually, I'm not surprised with it because it's fucking Weston. Like they have an image to uphold.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, no,
I think
and
it also has to do a lot with the fact that a lot of lawyers probably live here, so
oh,
I don't
Yeah.
think they want to get in trouble.
they're gonna,
for that.
they don't want to
No,
catch those hands,
exactly.
those books, I should say.
Yeah.
But you know, that makes a lot of sense right there. But yeah, no, I mean, yeah, the real estate here is trash, and actually, like, that was the other thing too. Like, at least it's not like Canada's.
Oh, that's what's even worse.
This Canada's got bad at real
The
estate.
problem is a lot of these countries,
Yes.
like all these places, like in the Western world, there's so many people moving over here that
Mhm.
the demand for housing is so high, and it's not enough. The thing is, there you can find some houses that are like really like great prices for the house, but they're gonna be in the middle of nowhere.
Yeah.
Since
can't
everyone
have-
wants to move
you
to,
can't
like,
have
New York
both.
City, LA, Miami, like those places are
Not
gonna
me.
get like super expensive.
I don't want to be in any of those places.
It's
I-
No,
funny.
no,
So
I get that, but it just so happens that a
No, I
lot
know.
of people do, and we happen to live like
Nearby.
by one of those places.
Yeah.
and the sucky part, even though for some people they wouldn't see it as a problem, the amount of downsizing that is compared to like the older houses or apartments that people are living in now versus what the new ones look now
Oh,
today
yeah,
are a drastic difference.
But I'm so pissed I have to leave my old house, man. It's just
Your
too
house was pretty
expensive.
cool. Like the first one that I went you in, like that house
Yeah,
was amazing.
yeah. I had
which one?
the
Because you lived in like 2 other houses right before
yeah, it was the
when I
one
met
that
you.
had the really big backyard. We had an acre land, and we just couldn't afford it
Here we
because
go. Let's take a look inside.
fucking
And
expensive.
also taxes, yeah,
Were
taxes
you
can eat you up
renting the
too.
place or
No, no, we
you
owned
owned
it,
it?
but we were paying it off.
Oh, I see.
We need lights. Can
So,
you figure out how to get
but
the
no,
power
I
man.
mean,
running?
I wasn't. My parents were.
Oh no,
Right.
trust me. I still wish I can go back to my old house. Like I had a house I used to live in with my dad and my mom, but after she passed away and so forth, it was just my dad was being a fucking idiot, and he sought help from like some fucking pastor. This is also why I can't stand a church. And I guess my dad didn't uphold his part of the deal, whatever the deal it was, and the guy got the deeds under us and basically got the house.
Damn.
I
That's
like to this day I still haven't had the balls to ask my dad because I feel like I know I'm gonna call him some names. So I was just like I'm going to just let this go and continue on my life. But the house was a nice, pretty little small house and so forth, and I was always happy with the way they did it now because I passed by like a month ago to show it to one of my friends. It just yeah. The whole neighborhood just changed anyways. Like maybe two people I know still live in that
I needed to get
neighborhood.
the power running in the cabin.
And it's
There
just
had to be a
yeah. I'm
fuse
just
box
mad
or
because
a
like the people
generator
who bought the
somewhere on the
house,
island.
they
mhm.
got like a tax break because they're veterans or something.
The
Ah,
cabin
So I'm
yes,
like,
the
was
veterans
from the
get some
60s,
what call it, can get actually a good
so
amount
it's like,
off, and
oh yeah,
the down payment
like,
can help them
gee,
out too.
thanks, steal my house from me.
Uh, it happens, unfortunately. The sad things in life. But nah, man, like real estate here is just ridiculous, and the sad part is I hate to say it. I wish it could get better. It's not going to anytime soon.
No.
Oh no.
No, nowhere near. Even now, like I felt bad from one of my best friends. He had to at his own apartment. He's been there for almost 8 years,
Power cable goes
and
to the shed over there.
and the irony, it's supposed to be based on income type of apartment place, and it kept going up and up for the last 4 years.
Yeah.
And it got to the point he says he just couldn't do it anymore. Which, to be fair, I kept on his ass. It's like, well, didn't do a second job, but he didn't want to lose. I don't know. He was being weird about it. Like he just wanted to do like one job and do all that shit. But
I wouldn't want two jobs. I don't want one job.
listen. I'm so burnt out from working so much. Like I'm not doing as much as I should be doing right now. But it's like you need to get shit done. Like I need a second job
The
because
island
I'm so
had
behind on
once
a
been
lot
a
of
site
things and
for a
bills and
love
stuff like
story.
that.
Maybe you could do
And
that again.
we'll call it. But it's just such a pain in the ass. I'm not gonna lie. That's one thing I don't want to do. Two jobs, but I gotta do something. Cause
Oh, because
it's
you're
not
working
gonna be
part
fun.
time as well right now, aren't you?
Yeah, just for now, part time. I'm not gonna lie to you. I was so burnt out from the other 2 years of working in security while I was supervisor. Because there were times I was working like
And the
24,
power generator
36
had to be
hours
connected to
because
the
I
power
did not
cable.
want to call out my other job, especially when I just got it. And I didn't want the thing that usually happens to me where I'd be like, oh, I can leave my second job, just work my main one, just work extra hours, and then next thing you know, it starts slowing down. It has happened to me numerous times.
Hmm.
What was
So I,
security? Like, not to
huh?
demean your job or anything, but it's because I just get like flashbacks of when I worked at the hotel, like the security we had there, and all I ever saw them doing was ride the golf carts and watch like YouTube videos on their phones. Well, like
Well,
you just like stand there.
I was
I would love to do
supervisor.
that.
No, I was a
I told myself
supervisor. I
I
had
could
more
rest
shit to
here,
do than that.
save up,
And like
and forget about
investigations
my
and stuff
work.
like that, looking at CCTV in case incidents happen and so forth. Like I did more.
Oh yeah, you
And
did the whole
I
Did
could
they
have
happen
FNAF
a
yeah,
been
thing.
lot?
happy here.
huh?
You were the
Did they happen
FNAF.
a lot that like you had to do investigations and like CCTV?
Every so often there were issues that happened. Some were actually very like they were actually good reasons, valid reasons. Some were just fucking stupid as hell. Actually, one of the incidents that happened was apparently there was like a drug dealer, a pretty big dude, apparently big guy, who so okay at it's DHL at the DHL office area right across from the corporate office. They started to do these little pop up shops.
Alice?
So they'll have
Hi.
one. The first one started here in Plantation. and the pop-up shop people can sell, mail any international stuff like that. There have been incidents where people would mail drugs and the things hidden in the items and stuff like that. There were 2 cases I remember doing where one was drugs hidden in speakers, and there was in firearms, and there was another one where, like I said, the guy is wanted. That it got so bad that even Homeland Security came to look at our videos recordings.
There's a local doctor.
I was that one still fucking gets me to this day because this actually happened last year. And when the guy came to me, he's like, we're doing this and stuff like that, and it was just like, oh my god, okay. So I fucked up royally because he found the video he needed, and he's like, okay, I'm gonna get a warrant. Can you get this for me and so forth? Okay. It was so busy that day, like I was supposed to get a flash drive to get the video for him. And this is where the problem of my fucking boss is being fucking lazy and cheap. We needed bigger space of memory for that fucking camera. For the DTV. So like it would hold all. The next day he came, I didn't have a chance to do it, and it literally erased it by just by no lie, shit you not, by an hour. If he came an hour earlier, I could have probably figured out what was going on and caught that shit and saved it quickly.
Damn, I can't imagine how that must have felt.
That's so annoying.
He was so I'm so happy that he wasn't so mad at me, but I would understand if he was pissed off at me.
It's not your
just like,
I don't think that's your fault.
It sucks. Well, no. To be fair, I was just waiting for the warrant. I really was. But at the same token, like, I was trying to get the flash drive, but it's such a pain in the ass for getting stuff from people. The only people, like, there's a guy who's a facility manager of the building. I call him my boss. I basically tell people he's my boss because at the end of the day, God forbid, if I ask my real boss anything, I'm not gonna get it. They'll always put it to my poor, we'll call it Mr. Marvin, that's his name, like, to him, all the time. And he does nothing to do with security, but people go to him thinking that he's in charge of us when he's not. Because he's doing so much for us. So, we just didn't have flash drives at the moment, and it was like, alright, we're gonna get more. It's like, okay, fine. And I didn't want to delete the ones that we had from other USBs that I had from other investigations and stuff I had for the past couple years. So it was just like, trust me, I felt so bad when that shit happened.
That's at the DHL by Broward Mall?
Yeah, that's the corporate office, actually.
How I got there. All I knew was that something terrible had happened.
I mean, and the scary part is the international things for shipping and stuff like that. Customers were allowed to come inside at first. I think they opened the whole thing back in 2018. And to be honest, it was a danger to keep it inside because, of course, there have been moments DHL fucked up, and customers are like, I mean, fucking angry. I remember I had to like intervene with a situation where the guy is like literally cursing at my poor Miss Swiddle. I'm gonna fucking kill him because he was being an asshole to her, and then you got to the part, you know how some people are just being racist about, it's like, oh, you need to go back to your country, you're not even speaking proper English, like like I was just about to lose my shit that day. I was like, hey, I'm sorry, sir, but I need you to like just talk to me. What's going on? Like I had to do some stuff that was not part of my job. But I did not like how you spoke to her. And I managed to calm him down, but like seriously, I just want to fucking win this now. But yeah. So yeah, I did. Like there are times, definitely, we're just sitting there watching fucking YouTube. Hell, how you fucking think I was able to watch a lot of One Piece and caught up to episode 900?
Oh my god, true.
To be fair, I used to work overnight before I got promoted.
Well, yeah.
So I had a lot of free time. Like I made sure to do my 2 rounds of the whole building. I used to do outside, but I stopped doing that because I'm by myself. And then also, the last time I went outside, some people were in the car doing it.
Oh.